In this lesson, we're going to continue our discussion of similar solids, and we're going to use those ratios that we learned about in the last lesson to build upon that. All right, so here's a typical problem. The scale factor of two solids is 1 to 4. The surface area of the smaller figure is 52 square meters. Find the surface area of the larger figure. Okay, so usually we'd have to have a surface area formula, but this is the power of knowing the ratios and dimensions. Okay, so we know scale factor, this measurement here is in 1 dimension. Okay, so we're given the other dimension, the surface area, that is in 2 dimensions. Okay, so we right now have a 1-dimensional measurement of 1 to 4. I want a 2-dimensional measurement, so I need to compare 1 squared to 4 squared or 1 to 16. Okay, now that is one of my fractions in my proportion. So 1 to 16, 1 is the smaller figure, 16 is obviously the larger figure. So it says the surface area of the smaller figure is 52. So since my smaller ratio is in the numerator, that's where my 52, which is the smaller area, is going to go. I'm solving for the surface area of the larger figure. So now I can just cross multiply. And I end up getting x equals 832, which means the surface area of the larger figure is 832, oops, that was supposed to be an m, square meters. Okay, so we're using that ratio, converting it to the language that we want, right? We're converting it to 2 dimensions, and then we're setting up a proportion to find the missing measurement. All right, here's another one. It says the scale factor of two solids is 4 to 9. The surface area of the smaller figure is 192 square meters, and the volume is 1,536 cubic meters. Find the surface area and the volume of the larger figure. Okay, so now they're giving us scale factor is 4 to 9. So that's a 1-dimensional measurement. Okay, I'm going to be interested in surface area, right? That's 2-dimensional, and volume, that's going to be 3-dimensional. So my 2-dimensional ratio is going to be 4 squared to 9 squared, or 16 to 81. My 3-dimensional measurement, our scale factor here, is going to be 64. So 4 cubed is 64. 9 cubed is 729. Okay, so these are my ratios I'm going to use. So let's first start with surface area. They're telling us the surface area of the smaller figure is 192. So I'm going to use my 2-dimensional measurement here. So I have 16 to 81 is equivalent to 192 over x. Okay, so again, cross multiplying. So I have 16x equals 15,552. Divide by 16, I get x equals 972. And we're talking area, so we're talking square meters. So the surface area of that larger, I don't know what it was, figure is 972 square meters. Now let's talk volume. Okay, let's talk volume. Our ratio we're going to use is 64 to 729. Okay, and it tells us that the volume of the smaller figure is 1,536. We want to solve for the larger volume. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. That's a big number. Let's see, we've got 1,119,744 divided by 64, you get 17,496. Again, we're talking volume, so it'd be cubic meters. So again, starting with whatever ratio we're given, converting it either to 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, wherever we need to go, and then setting up proportions within that dimension. Let's take a look at this one next. It says the lateral areas of two similar cylinders are 196 square inches and 324 square inches. The volume of the smaller cylinder is 686 cubic inches. Find the volume of the larger. Okay, so now it's giving us lateral areas. Okay, I know that says area, so that is going to be a 2-dimensional measurement. So right now I'm in a ratio of 196 to 324. Okay, now I recognize those as being perfect squares. But if not, I could try to reduce this fraction or this ratio first. But because I do recognize them as perfect squares, I'm going to go ahead and take it back to one dimension, which is going to be 14 to 6 or 18, sorry, 18, 14 to 18. Okay, and I can reduce that because the smaller the numbers, the easier it's going to be work with, right? So if I simplify this, that would be 7 to 9, which is a little nicer to cube. Okay, so we're also interested in volume, so I need to take it up to 3 dimension. So I'm going to do 7 cubed to 9 cubed. All right, so 7 cubed gives me 343, and 9 cubed gives me 729. Okay, so I want to find the volume of the larger cylinder. So this, let me get a pen here. This is the proportion or the ratio I want to use. 343 over 729. Obviously the smaller is on top, the larger is on bottom. Okay, it says find the volume of the smaller cylinder. Oh no, I'm sorry. This says the volume of the smaller cylinder is, there we go. The volume of the smaller cylinder is 686 cubic inches, right? I want to solve for the volume of the larger. So again, cross multiplication. And we should get x equals 1,458 cubic inches. Okay, so I started in 2 dimension. I had to take it back to 1D so that I could find the 3-dimensional ratio. And then I set up my proportion. All right, last problem. The volumes of the 2 similar trapezoidal prisms are 6,656 cubic meters and 351 cubic meters. If the surface area of the larger prism is 1,280 square meters, what's the surface area of the smaller prism? All right, so this time we're starting in 3 dimension, right? We're starting with volumes. Okay, so I have 3 dimensions. I'm going to start with volume. So I have 6656 to 351. Okay, and I'm going to double check, make sure they're not perfect cubes, which they are not. Okay, so I can't take the cube root and get back to 1 dimension all by itself. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to simplify this ratio. Okay, so I typed it into my calculator. I did 6,656 divided by 351. Gave me an ugly decimal, but then I made it convert back to fractions. Remember how we've done that? So it reduces to 512 to 27. All right, now that I'm starting to recognize. I know 27, the cube root of 27 is 3. Okay, so now I just need to find the cube root of 512, which is 8. So this is a 1-dimensional ratio of 8 to 3. Okay, so I found the cube root of 512 and I found the cube root of 27. Now we are interested in surface area, which is a 2-dimensional measurement. So I need a ratio that's in the 2nd dimension. So I need to square the 8 and the 3. So I end up with a ratio of 64 to 9. So this is my ratio I'm going to use in my proportion. So I have 64 over 9 equals, it says the surface area of the larger prism is 1,280. So 64 is the larger, so I'm going to put my 1280 up top, and I'm going to cross multiply. And I get x equals 180. We're looking at surface area, so we're talking square meters.